What's going on, guys? This is Super Mike 2164, and we're gonna try to have a little conversation real quick. But I do want to get in a couple of Mike songs. It's Super Mike. Yeah. Press the like. Yeah. Press the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. You can share it to your Facebook, share it to wherever. TikTok, Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, Michael Akiba Farad. Yeah. So we got concepts going on. We're going to talk about the house Negro and the field Negro a little bit. This concept we see Malcolm X describe several times. Malcolm X described this. It's a concept that we need to get. So we're going to get into it. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. One second. So, I want to go over a couple stories before we get into it all the way. Hold on a second. Let me share this screen. Yeah, guys, I haven't talked to you guys in a little while. I do want to put something down here and, just give my thoughts on the basic world of what's going on nowadays. So we have several stories, but I think I want to touch base on this one first because, my issue is a lot of us don't understand what's going on. This is a war that we're dealing with. And there's a lot of people, when you don't understand something, sometimes you arrogate to yourself like you know something that you really don't know. And a lot of times we don't have time for people to figure out the hard way. Some of y'all want to look for evidence and certain things and verify this and verify that. And, that's important. But the thing is, if you got to wait until the situation actually, blows up in your face. And sometimes the situation actually blows up in your face. And some of y'all still don't. What's going on, everybody? Press the thumbs up button. What's going on, Leroy? Yeah, bro, we're going to drop the link. Let me actually, hold on one second. Let me go ahead and drop this. Let me drop this link. Yeah. Some of y'all don't even realize there's the link. It's an open show, so you can come on up. But some of y'all, when stuff blows up in y'all face, y'all still don't admit. Damn, I was wrong about X, Y, Z. I was wrong about this. And a lot of times these people that don't admit, they will not admit Democrats' policies is killing black folks mostly. They will not admit that your organizations that's loyal to you are systematically destroyed. They won't admit that, poison and genocidal, agendas are being presented to black folks. And even to other groups of white people and all over the place. They won't admit these things. even when some of this blows up in the face. And the reason why is because, and Malcolm X laid out this concept, which is the house Negro and the field Negro. So I do want to touch on that, but we're going to get on a couple of these stories here. So let me look at this here. Share this screen. Let's see. Oh, it's not that one. Let's see. I think it's here. Here it is. So we remember Jerry Jones. Everybody knows Jerry Jones, owner of the Dallas Cowboys. He had the nerve to, when people found out that this man was caught up in a picture of him trying to stop black people from getting something that black folks deserve to have, which is the education. Hold on a second. Let me make sure we can see good. All right, so they try to stop black people from getting education. And then what ends up happening is, what's going on? What's going on, James? What's up, big bro? So what ends up happening with Jerry Jones is everybody found out, okay, Jerry Jones is, racist. This is, it's not like really a big surprise because he confirmed something that a lot of folks already realized. But the thing is, we just comes up, and LeBron James puts it beautifully here. I'm going to let LeBron just say it.
I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am.
Hold on.
But I want to keep the same energy. We're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. It seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. Guys, before you guys leave. I was thinking.
So the thing is, what LeBron James said is he's pointing out this bias. Now, the thing is, a lot of people say, oh, the bias is a waste of time to point out. But at the same time, you can't advance if you got bias against you. You can't advance if you're the one got the bias against you. And the black folks here in America, we're sick of dealing with that. And if we got to deal with it, we're going to at least say something. So even the stars, even these people that, normally would have a lot to lose, they're starting to have to say something. Now, I want to show something here. This is just this is going to be a Malcolm X clip. He's going to explain this concept.
To understand this, you have to go back to what young brother here referred to as the house Negro and the field Negro.
I'm not going to go straight through it. You can get this clip on YouTube, House Negro and Field Negro. But I'm going to let them explain some of it, and then we're going to get through it after that. Listen really closely. This is a principle. This is the game that he's outlining, how the same group of people are played and divided in status and social order. That way they can be controlled through particular groups of them.
During slavery, there was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, what he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro say, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick. He identified himself with his master more than his master identified with himself.
Now, the thing is, too, James points out this good point. He's saying how, the darker and the lighter. See, right now, today, it's about a color code among their own. Yeah, this is a color code strategy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a color code. Okay, this is a principle. It's talking about one group being brought closer to the seat or seed of power and giving a few extra little benefits and being taught, educated, told that they are somehow better, they are somehow smarter than the ones who have to work a little harder and, do the strong toil. This is a principle here. And so we're going to go through here. So first of all, they make these small group of people think they're better. Okay, once they got a group of people thinking they're better, they're the big six, then they test these guys. These guys are actually more loyal to the system, which gives them a few perks and benefits above their masses. So they become more loyal to that system. So they have an interest in it and they want to protect it a little more than the average, what they call a field Negro or the lower class.
Still gut eaters in Africa. On that same plantation, there was the field Negro. The field Negro, those were the masses. There was always more Negroes in the field than there was Negroes in the house. The Negro in the field caught hell. He ate leftovers. In the house, they ate high up on the hog. The Negro in the field didn't get nothing but what was left of the insides of the hog. They call them chitlins nowadays. In those days, they call them what they were, guts. That's what you were, a gut eater. And some of you all still gut eaters. The field Negro was beaten from morning till night. He lived in a shack, in a hut. He wore cast-off clothes. And he hated his master. I say he hated his master. He was intelligent. That house Negro loved his master. But that field Negro, remember, they were in the majority, and they hated the master.
Yeah.
When the house caught on fire, he didn't try and put it out. That field Negro prayed for a wind.
So just real quick, I just want everybody to know, because I'm going to skip forward. So basically we see the house Negro, they identify with the master, who is the architect and controller and the prime beneficiary of this system that is actually oppressing both of these guys. But what ends up happening is that the house guy, he wants to see, and this is what you're telling, or this one guy wants to make excuses. He identifies himself with the situation of the master. The other guy hates the master, but it's more of them than it is of the ones who like the master. So what ends up happening here is that you got this group of people who want to protect these, and then you got another group of people who, you know, they're less educated, but they want to, you know, basically they want to keep it going, and they have hope. They basically end up with hope. So now Malcolm X is going to go and kind of isolate this real quick. He's going to point out specific situations in his period of time that he is privy to. Right. So, I mean, and the thing is, he's going to prove this concept because he's actually studying. That's what he's doing. He's studying the actual methodologies. So let's look at this here.
I would like to just mention one thing else quickly, and that is the method that the white man uses, how the white man uses these big guns or Negro leaders against the black revolution. They're not a part of the black revolution. They're used against the black revolution. When Martin Luther King failed to desegregate Albany, Georgia, the civil rights struggle in America reached its low point. King became bankrupt almost as a leader. Plus, even financially, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference was in financial trouble. Plus, it was in trouble, period, with the people when they failed to desegregate Albany, Georgia. Other Negro civil rights leaders of so-called national stature became fallen idols. As they became fallen idols, began to lose their prestige and influence, local Negro leaders began to stir up the masses.
Keep in mind,
Cambridge, Maryland.
The links in the chat if y'all guys want to come up, even on Facebook. I got people on Twitter. Y'all can come up. I'm gonna put the link over there too. So,
Gloria Richardson. In Danville, Virginia, and other parts of the country, local leaders begin to stir up our people at the grassroots level. This was never done by these Negroes whom you recognize of national stature. They controlled you, but they never incited you or excited you. They controlled you. They contained you. They kept you on the plantation. As soon as King failed in Birmingham, Negroes took to the streets. King got out and went out to California to a big rally and raised about, I don't know how many thousands of dollars. Come to Detroit and had a march and raised some more thousands of dollars. And recall, right after that, Wilkins attacked King, accused King and the Corps of starting trouble everywhere and then making the NAACP get him out of jail and spend a lot of money, and then he accused King and Corps of raising all the money and not paying it back. This happened. I got it in documented evidence in the newspaper. Roy started attacking King, and King started attacking Roy, and Farmer started attacking both of them. And as these Negroes of national stature begin to attack each other, they begin to lose their control of the Negro masses. And Negroes was out there in the streets. They was talking about, we're going to march on Washington. By the way, and right at that time, Birmingham had exploded, and the Negroes in Birmingham, remember, they also exploded. They began to stab the crackers in the back and bust them upside the head. Yes, they did. That's when Kennedy sent in the troops down in Birmingham. So, and right after that, Kennedy got on the television and said, this is a moral issue. That's when he said he's going to put out a civil rights bill. And when he mentioned civil rights bill and the Southern crackers started talking about they were going to boycott it or filibuster it, then the Negroes started talking about what? We're going to march on Washington, march on the Senate, march on the White House, march on the Congress, and tie.
So he's telling you that the March on Washington was actually called for by the grassroots. It wasn't called for by Dr. King or any of the so-called leaders of the time. It was actually called by the people in the street because there were a lot of riots going on and all sorts of things happening, and people were very active because they were sick of the conditions. Here you go. They ready to go ahead and march on Washington. So let's see what happens. Why you see this group of people standing here endorsed by the President of the United States, A. Philip Randolph, and all these other guys. What's going on, Leroy?
What's happening?
What's up? We're gonna get into some stuff. Let Malcolm finish off a little bit, and we're gonna bring this up to today.
That's right. Malcolm digging into the farce on Washington. Isn't that what he called it?
Yep.
That's what's up. I'm right here.
Bring it to a halt. Don't let the government proceed. They even said they was going to go out to the airport and lay down on the runway and don't let no airplanes land. I'm telling you what they said. That was revolution. That was revolution. That was the black revolution. It was the grassroots out there in the street. Scared the white man to death. Scared the white power structure in Washington, D.C. to death. I was there. When they found out that this black steamroller was going to come down on the Capitol, they called in Wilkins. They called in Randolph. They called in these national Negro leaders that you respect and told them, call it off. Kennedy said, look, you all letting this thing go too far. And old Tom said, boss, I can't stop it because I didn't start it. I'm telling you what they said. They said, I'm not even in it, much less at the head of it. They said, these Negroes are doing things on their own. They're running ahead of us. And that old shrewd fox, he said, well, if you all aren't in it, I'll put you in it. I'll put you at the head of it. I'll endorse it. I'll welcome it. I'll help it. I'll join it. A matter of hours went by. They had a meeting at the Carlisle Hotel in New York City. The Carlisle Hotel is owned by the Kennedy family. That's the hotel Kennedy spent the night at 2 nights ago. Belongs to his family. A philanthropic society headed by a white man named Stephen Currier called all the top civil rights leaders together at the Carlisle Hotel and told them that by you all fighting each other, you're destroying the civil rights movement. And since you're fighting over money from white liberals, let us set up what's known as the Council for United Civil Rights Leadership. Let's form this council, and all the civil rights organizations will belong to it. And we'll use it for fundraising purposes. Let me show you how tricky the white man is.
Are you on this one? Hey, Leroy. Leroy? Okay. I think you went on to another one. But no, this is what we're looking at right here. These are a bunch of what you call house Negroes. These folks here are who they get to control, they get to control those people that they can't bring up in that house. And this is what he's describing to us. They still do this today. And so what I wanted to do is just, yeah, here comes the trickery. That's what they do. And they don't just do this with black people in America. They learn this in the plantation, but this is what they do all over the world when these folks can have control and system, systems in here. Now, Leroy, I can't hear you if you came on that other one. Yeah, I can't hear. Yeah, I can't hear what you if you're talking, just so you know. But no, this is what they're doing. And when we look at just anything that agenda that we're trying to do today, that's what they do. And if people don't see this, then you got a problem here. Let me look at this story. Now, if we look at Fauci, everybody trusted Fauci. And let me just play this so y'all can get updated. This man was questioned for 7 hours about, they're going to throw this man under the bus to me because they know they messed up. Yeah, they messed up. They had a genocide agenda. It didn't work like they thought it was going to work. And here you go.
Particularly the last one, the shutdown, the sweeping shutdown that some said made things worse.
No, I don't, Neil. And in fact, I think we need to make sure that your listeners understand I didn't shut down anything. I recommended to the president that we shut the country down. And the only way to do that is by draconian means of essentially shutting down a country. We know that we can do that if we shut down.
Well, I think one of the things you really need to do, to the extent that you can shut down temporarily the country, I think is important.
Well, if I knew at the time that shutting down would have such a dramatic effect on controlling the spread, obviously we would have shut down earlier. There are those who say you shut down you destructive things by disrupting the economy. And others say, well, if you save so many infections by shutting down, why didn't you shut down 2 weeks earlier? But
so this is what we're dealing with. This guy will sit here and lie on national recorded TV, and people still, because they know the nature of people, they know the psychology of people, they know the sociology. People hate being wrong. So even when this man sits up here, we got the evidence, all the facts show that he straight lied. He misled people. Trump misled people. Biden misled people. They got people injecting a thing that does alter your DNA, does change and infect and go down your family line of infections and pass this, whatever this crap they got in there, the messenger RNA that they got that infiltrates your liver and then starts reproducing. They say it can get into your brain and everything. All that stuff is not a joke. And they got people still defending this mess. This man here was just questioned. There's no real mainstream news about this. This man was, but I mean, there's a couple of stories, and people think just because they release a couple of stories on somebody records it, then oh, look at that, that's mainstream. No, this was the biggest crime against the global humanity. I think we can even look at document in history. This was global. The transcript is not yet available and no reporters were allowed. But from the attorney general who brought the suit, the plaintiffs in the case, and I'm sure they had threatened that attorney general's life and livelihood if they revealed something. You coming in and out, Stanley. Go ahead, talk.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, what's up? What you thinking?
Bro, And it's still happening when it come to what Fauci talking about. I mean, dude, it's a whole documentary called "Died
Died
Suddenly,"
suddenly. Right. And let me see if I can look up this. Yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
and it's still constantly happening. And there's no, they tell on themselves just like those quote Israelis. This is another instance where the system is telling on itself. People, the FDA won't release autopsies. Coroners around the country aren't being allowed to do autopsies on people who just died suddenly. If it's a gunshot or something that's obvious, okay, yeah, go ahead. But if they just drop dead, well, that's what they put, died suddenly. That's not a proper diagnosis of someone's death. That's not telling
Right.
you what happened. That's just saying, uh, that's not telling you how it happened. That's just telling you what happened. Well, they was here today, gone tomorrow. Well, just put that whole phrase. And what the trick bag is so real. You played LeBron James earlier. Yeah, I want to go with what he said, but this the same dude who wouldn't stand with Kyrie last year. This year, this, they asked him about what he said. Well, asked him about Kyrie, but now he comes back and says, "Well, why y'all ain't asked me about Jerry Jones? Why you even got to say that? Just start talking. You got the mic. You got the
Exactly.
mic. They ain't gonna cut you out the same way you said. Nah, look, don't ask me any questions right now. I don't even want to hear from y'all. Okay, well, just start speaking. Those are the ones that do us the most damage. The ones that look like us but ain't for us. And then you got position, and you sit there in your position, and Kwame Brown doing more than this guy doing, and Kwame ain't even
But
praying
these
no
people
praying.
are created. That's what Malcolm was telling you. You look at this strategy. This is a strategy. See, that's why this is why I know what you're saying, and you are right. But the thing is, if you they are basically crash dummies. Okay, these things are created for you to beat up and attack. It's like a little a play toy for a cat, like a decoy. That's what these guys are. These because you're gonna find out. They see you see these are blockers. King at the time, because this is 63 and all that stuff. So, he wasn't woke yet. Farmer, A. Philip Randolph, who was mooching off his wife. Anyway, I mean, I ain't gonna
Chill.
lie. Man, A. Philip Randolph, bro. When I look at his history, it didn't impress me really. He's the one that wanted to get rid of Garvey, but and I can understand. Because this is, what's so interesting too with the Kanye thing. Now, Kanye is crazy. Okay, so this is a fact. He is. He's crazy, but he's traumatized. He's traumatized.
The
But
trauma economy, isn't that what he called it?
huh? What did he say?
The trauma economy, isn't that what he called it?
Right. I didn't hear that one, but yeah, he says stuff like that. But the thing is, he's real traumatized. His life is falling apart. He's trying to keep it together. But he's exposing a lot in his fall. If you listen and look at him. Now, keep in mind, people who think that Kanye is no big deal and should not even be thought about. He's just an entertainer. We got more important things to worry about. I want to show just this, just so we understand a couple things. This guy is being talked about on the international level by presidents.
Who that? Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye. So
Yeah,
we don't.
Kanye is an op.
No, but I just want you to. Now I know what you're saying, but the thing is, see, that's what I'm trying to get us to see. This house Negro and field Negro thing.
Yeah.
If the field Negroes just beat up all the house Negroes, then the master will just make more house Negroes, and it never stops. But if
Okay.
you that's my point. If you take a minute, because your first instinct is to attack the little house Negro that's talking all the smack. That's their job. That is their job. Their job is to irritate the mess
Sambo.
out of you. They're sitting there saying all the things that the master wants to say, but now they realize that the master understands because he's studied rebellion. The master is actually educated. He studied other rebellions. He studied where other populations have taken over. Yeah, he's studied that stuff. So he knows that he needs a buffer. He needs a buffer. He can't say, Negroes, I hate all y'all. I can kill y'all. I'll kill you anytime I want to. He have his field Negroes say, he have his house Negroes say that. He can say it around his house Negro, and he know his house Negro gonna go out there and just repeat the same attitude.
It's the boss.
Yeah, because the house Negro identifies himself with the master. See, the house Negro identifies themselves with the master. So even if you see these people like Barkley, like Stephen
Shaq.
Shaq,
Sambo.
even LeBron James, or Kanye, and or whatever, Kanye,
Stephen Mitch.
all of that, and Tamika Mallory, whoever. Even if you see them, you realize, or Al Sharpton, you realize, dude, you gonna blast them. Russell Simmons. You gotta
Bro.
wait a minute, because the thing is, these are just crash dummies. They're designed for you to attack. And
Okay.
once we understand those things, we won't waste our time, because really those people disappear as soon as you beat the root of the problem. If you see what that motivation is. And that's what I'm saying. Like with this here, now if you're looking at the Kanye, I'm looking at, first of all, I know this man is crazy. But I know for a fact he's revealing some stuff that's true. But then he goes into crazy mode again, flips back and forth. So what I'm looking at here is, why are presidents of Israel and United States talking about this man? This is, in our eyes, he's just a little entertainer. And we all know they're trying to redirect us. Well, I mean, I'm just looking. But I'm not going to show this whole thing. They're talking about Ukraine. The Ukraine wants them to help. Now, we know that the Ukraine people, right, are Nazis. Well, they fund Nazis, at least.
Yeah. Well, they are Nazis, they fund Nazis, and it's not all the Ukrainians. It's not
every single okay, so let me get that straight. Not every single Ukrainian is a Nazi. Okay. But we know that this particular country literally has a battalion that is Nazis, and they hate blacks. They actually hate Jewish people. But we hear here, just on this clip, Israel says his country helping Ukraine with non-lethal aid. They're helping Ukraine, Israel, a country that funds a Nazi battalion. So when these people want to attack, even if Kanye, whatever, he's on Alex Jones talking about, he sees good in Hitler and he sees good in all this, wearing his mask, looking like a crazy character. I mean, just insane. But then they want to condemn that. What are they doing? What do you think they're doing here? Because this don't make no sense. And when stuff don't make no sense, you really got to study what What are they hoping we do? That's how I look at it. What do they want?
But wherever we can help, we're trying to help. And we said it outright.
I know it came up during your meeting
Listen.
with President Biden at the White House.
You hear that? I know it came up during your meeting with President Biden at the White House. And look at this. Look at YouTube. I don't know if y'all can see this. Can you see this little ticker? This is a part that's most watched. I know it came up during your meeting. YouTube takes statistics. Most of this wasn't looked at, just the beginning, and then people cut it off. And then people came into this little section. But this part is the part that more people watched over and over again.
And we said it outright.
I know it came up during your meeting with President Biden at the White House, an increase of anti-Semitism here in the United States, and we saw that just recent things with Kanye West. Now,
see, it came up with. See, they're talking about Kanye.
Known as Ye. How did that discussion with the president go? And I know you're very much concerned about what's going on in this country.
We are all concerned by anti-Semitism all over the world, and of course, anti-Semitism here and everywhere. And the president was crystal clear, was on target in fighting anti-Semitism with all tools possible. It's anti-Semitism, it's racism, xenophobia. These are the challenges of the era, but unfortunately, history teaches us that usually it starts with hating Jews, with blaming Jews, with terrible rhetoric that people say, okay, he said it. And that's why I'm extremely pleased, objectively, as an Israeli, as a Jew, as a human being, I'm extremely pleased to see this overwhelming reaction against the comments by Kanye West.
You see that?
It's Ye. Man, these clowns. Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, y'all, you kind of loud now, real loud.
Let me turn down a little bit on my end. Oh no, the enemy, he like messing with my technology. It's better.
But you gotta look. The reason why I always think about the stuff a little bit right before I jump and react is because that's what Malcolm said. This sly fox. Let me tell you what he's gonna do. He said, if you're not in it, I'll put you in it.
Yeah.
See? So these people, they're everything. When it's something serious, when the people start to move in ways that they're not controlling, they're gonna do something. And you gotta. They want a certain reaction from the mainstream, but is that the right reaction for what we really want to have happen? I mean, and we want to reduce the power of these people. We want to reduce the influence of these type of these guys here. This Biden, this Fauci, all this crap. This world Balenciaga mess. Did you see that mess?
Yeah, but to back up, you you heard the guy say it usually starts with hating Jews. I thought that's what being anti-Semitic was by their definition, and
Yeah.
really it's Jewish people. Ish meaning not really.
Right.
I mean, dude, they're telling themselves all over the place, and I get laying back because I hadn't said much about it, calling in on different shows or whatever, because I'm watching this snake, because that's what they are. And no, I'm not talking about every one of them, but it's certain sects, the same way I'm not a gangbanger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all black people ain't gangbangers.
Yep.
Well, hey, all Jewish people aren't Zionists.
That's true.
But some of the Zionists, all of the Zionists are complete snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they throw people that look like us, like LeBron and Kanye, in front of us. But notice that the Zionist controlled media did not go outside and talk to Israel United in Christ members. Not one of them. I saw an interview of one of the bishops, Bishop Nathaniel, on Jason Whitlock's show. Jason Whitlock, the only one that interviewed the guy, and Jason Whitlock don't even buy what they're saying. And I mean, this gonna ruffle some feathers, but I got to say it, bro. I hope what is happening with IU.
Dang, they cut you off right then. Oh my God. Hey. Dang, you got cut off right away, Leroy. Yeah, Zionists turn everything anti-Zionist into anti-Semitic. Yeah. They want everybody. Yeah. As soon as you said
IUIC.
Oh no, you got cut off again. What happened?
I don't know.
You can't say. No, I'm just playing. Nah, go ahead and say that again. IUIC.
But the IUIC, nobody, the media, the Zionist controlled media didn't go outside to talk to them. They want to holler at Irie. Hey, how do you feel about what's going on outside? It's a couple of 100, 200 of them. Dude, there was thousands of them brothers out there.
Yeah.
You talking about 1 or 200? You straight up lying to us, and you think nobody's gonna see it and understand? And that's the part where they come in, like you just said, and try and control what's happening to get what they want across.
Yeah.
Dude, check this out. So when Bishop Nathaniel was being interviewed, he said that while they was up there walking around, marching around Barclays Center, a bunch of Hava Nagilas, that's what me and this Italian guy call them. You familiar with the song? Hava. Yeah, the Hava Nagilas. That's what we call them. So they pull up in vans. I mean, not vans, excuse me. Charter buses. They pull up in straight charter buses, and there's thousands of them. And they were going to do exactly what the IUIC was doing, but the IUIC was already there. So guess what they did? What? They stayed on them buses, according to Bishop Nathaniel. He said they stayed on them buses, and they went to Crown Heights. Because they weren't going to get off the bus when they seen people representing Hebrew Israelites out there. They weren't going to do that because they know they can't win that discussion, argument, or however they want to phrase it.
Nah, they can't deal with that.
Like the bishop said, when they have confronted them and asked them, okay, well, when the word talk about your people will be put on ships and sold, but nobody will buy you. When have Israelis been for sale?
Hello? Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
when have Israelis been? Yeah, so that ain't talking about y'all.
No. Nope, they know it. They know it. The thing is, they couldn't even win that debate with people that's not knowledgeable on the subject hardly. Like just like somebody even who can't really speak deep on it. Like even people who just seen that movie, Hebrews and Negroes, they'd be like, well, don't that mean? Okay, well, I don't know, but it's not that many of y'all, like
they quick to say they 2% of the population worldwide or something like that. That's why I call them the 2%ers.
Yeah, and people like, well, y'all saying y'all don't control everything, and this is and say that don't make sense though, and they're like, they don't want to.
It don't make sense, but they can suspend Kyrie for 5 games. Oh, my bad, indefinitely. Oh, my bad, 8 games. Okay, you can play, but y'all don't control, and they don't control everything because they aren't God. They have God complex, and to that extent, so do we. In a sense, I mean, I hope what people really get out of what is happening, or I hope that we don't fall for the trick, man, and think that we God or we God's chosen people because we are black. It's about the spirit. When we all die, there'll be no more black and white. There'll
Right.
be no more Hispanic, which ain't even the real word, like Latinx. It's
Mm-hmm.
these labels that I honestly believe, bro, that all this racism
Yep.
started with the 2%ers. They planted those seeds to use it to divide. That's what the snake does. That's what the serpent did.
But see,
Divided
the
Eve
thing
from
is, though,
Adam.
the thing is, the people got to be educated. Yeah, Black Jews. Yeah.
True,
And
true.
the thing is, the people got to be educated on these strategies because they can't see it. Because it was, to me, I mean, even during this trick, this lie, the COVID thing, bro,
I
it was
don't
so easy.
regret
It was so easy to see.
the way we could have really stopped
It was
the explosion
easy.
of infection was by essentially, I want to say shutting down. I mean,
It was easy. It's easy. Sir, some of this stuff is so easy to see, but the same people over and over again, they don't get it. And then when you show them, look, you was wrong here. Shut up. You know, I don't know
You
what.
don't know. Take the shot. You're gonna kill grandma.
Yeah, they're gonna keep arguing. Had a guy today at work. I'm like, bro, you know, that shot is done. You know, they're not even worried about that. You notice they're not even. Oh no, I gotta take it because I'm like, haven't you been keeping up? People dying. You know, this is not something that you need to. Yeah, you blame China, but that's kind of what they did because he said right here in this protest. Excuse me.
What,
The Missouri Attorney General said that the reason why, well, Fauci said the reason why he sent his chief of staff over to China and China shut their economy down, so you know we shut ours down.
yeah, but China turn it up. I'm talking
Right?
about the Chinese people.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and our top hat Canada with Justin Trudeau over there. He praising China, loving how China do it.
Yeah,
Thinking that's the model to follow for the future. That's because you want to put your foot on people's neck.
right. But see, that's what the people they are responding to it. And the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is,
Mike,
mm-hmm,
Mike. I
yeah,
I talk. I have done some call there, and and this was it's an auto show. I talked to the guy about electric cars. I'm trying to show him the evidence that these things ain't cranked up to what they are, and that they trying to make people buy them. Well,
mm-hmm,
he tells me, well, no, they're not. I said, dude, they spending billions of dollars on charging stations. It's less than 1% of the population that has an electric car. Oh no, they're still not trying. They're not trying to make us buy electric cars. Uh, and we was, I said, he said the government is. I said, the government isn't trying to make you do something. Do we need to talk about the medication that they force people to take? And he said, well, they didn't force people to take that. I said, bro, they said at one time, either for those who not contractors like me, you, and or those who are financially in a position where they can just say no, uh, lose your job or take the shot. He said, well, that's not force. You don't have to take it. Dude, you giving me an ultimatum.
yeah,
You giving me an ultimatum. You put it's a chess game. You're not giving me a choice to make. Really.
right.
Anybody who knows how to play chess knows you put your opponent in a position to kill themselves.
And that's the bottom line. That's what you do. You set it up. You set folks up. This is why I'm saying, like, if the people gonna have to figure out how to see certain stuff.
Yeah,
I
hey,
mean,
look, he said the guy I was talking to, he said, well, I've been vaccinated and boosted 4 times, nothing happened to me. I said, that's you.
no,
That's
and
not everybody's experience.
but guess what? He gonna say nothing happened to him. He ain't about to tell you.
Oh, yeah, true.
And the thing is, he don't even know. This
Was
man don't
caught in good brains.
even know, like, because it's died suddenly. You don't even know what's happening in your body until up. Boop.
Man,
You know,
for anybody who hasn't seen the video, I should strongly suggest you watch it because near the end they show clips of babies. Bro, I cannot get the image out of my mind of the child with no nose.
child with
Form
no.
no nose.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's genetically modified. They put something. They don't understand. Like people don't understand certain stuff. This is what I'm saying. Like people don't understand certain stuff. Messenger RNA, it actually deals with how we reproduce ourselves and repair our own bodies, but it actually reproduces and pans down to how you produce your kids. So how
I,
your kids form their body, how your body is actually formed, the messages that that you know your body, basically the language that your body uses to create itself, or that's what God basically that's God's language to that's God's message to the cells in your body to form it. That's a sacred message. You sitting up here messing with that, you allowing them to mess with that.
yeah.
Look at this mess they come up with, man. They want to equate Kanye West to their wicked Hitler.
But Hitler was what? What was Hitler? No, nobody today is saying what he was.
He was a Jew.
Yes, flat out Jewish. I got to keep going with Jewish because ish means not really. They tell
Right.
on those. I'm gonna keep hammering that for anybody out there who hit this ever
It's a fact.
ish.
It's a
So
fact.
so so the same way they get on us about black on black crime, you tell us in the Holocaust y'all lost 6 million. Look in the mirror.
Right.
Is he one of y'all? Jewish. Like Paul Mooney said, the word Jewish is not in the Bible, and it's not.
Right.
Jew is, but not Jewish. And they
So
come with this guilt trip and oh you're anti-Semitic. We y'all hate us.
now listen. Now
Bro,
listen.
y'all ain't even important enough to hate.
Tell me, you can. You're not a Nazi.
Now look. Kanye put this on his own. This is his Twitter. This is
Not anymore.
his Twitter.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts.
You're not a Nazi.
Kanye is mad about the contracts. But if you notice, that's what he don't like. He dealing with some business. He's mad because
They cut off his penny.
right. He's dealing with that they are actually cutting off not just his money, but he knows now that they're doing historically what people have been teaching about these folks.
Who handed out the insurance policies for slavery?
Yeah.
Who is responsible for usury?
Yeah.
That's
Which
people out there. That's tax. That's being taxed. Who's responsible for that? Yeah, we can look at our so-called politicians that we think we elect.
See, that's my point too. The deception of the people. You see, those are crash dummies. See, the thing is, you got to realize They actually create your leaders. See, that's what the house Negro and the field Negro lesson is about. That this man is teaching you how they form your leadership. They're like, oh, the church leadership, the people aren't going to the regular church anymore. The pastors and preachers are not effective leaders. Let's get them to the politics. Here we create those leaders. Oh, people are realizing they're not even voting and they're doing stuff on their own. Uh-oh, we can't control that. Oh, but they like sports. They like entertainment. That's their leadership now. You
Yeah,
see
but
them?
God is ripping the whole facade apart
Right.
and
Yeah.
showing us none of them are leaders. He is our leader.
Right. But let's look and see what the Facebook people are saying. We have certain people on Facebook here. Oh, let's see what now. Hopefully, Roy is watching right now. What's up, Roy? Here you go. You got.
Mark Davis, come on in.
I wrote this post on Rashard Ritchie's show, and I have fun with these people. You know, I love them, but they always disagree with me. They call me the Black Karen over there. They say
Oh my.
they said I'm always crying, okay, about black folks. That's what they tell
Wait,
me.
wait, 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 wait. Is this on Rashad Page?
Yeah, I think so. This is
So,
Rashard.
so the guy who come on every day when Trump was president to talk about Trump is saying that you're crying and calling you the Black Karen.
No, 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 not Rashard Ritchie himself.
His
No, no, no.
acolyte.
No, yeah, these are just people that's on his I've been on his page for years actually. I've been arguing with these people for years, so
Okay, and you know, hold on, and you don't. I I
not
haven't been on this page. So I'm genuinely asking, uh, do they agree with Rashad? Would you say, on the whole, not every last one of them, but as a sum of the participants, would you say they agree with Rashad Ritchie? They think that
a
they
lot
get
of them like them, but they disagree with each other all the time. So you know, they like
if
they
you
like
follow
talking.
Rashad Ritchie, not you, I'm talking about them. If they are following Rashad Ritchie, they're gonna disagree with each other all the time because they aren't thinking straight. Because he isn't thinking straight.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
about a guy who, and I'm gonna put it out there right now, Mike. I ain't never said it. It's information I've been holding for a while. We talking about a guy who got his first doctorate for writing a dissertation on where the origin of pants sagging. All the things to write about to get your doctorate, and for the those who had doctorates who signed off on it. What the hell are you doing? You read a dissertation on pants sagging, and you said, "Yeah, let's go on to give him the doctorate title." Are you kidding me?
That's what you call. What do you call that? What are we studying? See, this is
House
what I'm saying.
feel.
They are. Oh, let me show. Let me play this actual. This is from an actual slave. Hold on one second here. Let me
Dr.
see.
Richard Richard coming up. Actual slave. Go.
Yeah, actual slave right here. So this is an actual slave. She, they did in 1930s. They did these recordings of the black folks. So she was an American house slave. Alice. Alice speaks nothing but kindness. She contradicts almost all of the regular.
I can remember when the Yankees come through, and they carried my father, and carried my two sisters and one brother. And they left me, and I can remember when my missus used to run in the garden from the Yankees and tell us if they come, don't tell them where they're at. Don't tell nobody where they're at when they come. And they all come and told me, don't get scared now and tell them where they is. I told them no. We told them no. And when they come and ask for them, I told them I didn't know where they were. They was in the woods. And that was at the house.
See, hold on a second. Oh, you fell off.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, oh, you still on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Can you hear me?
yeah. Hold on a second. Ramstein. Hold on a second here. Let me pull this up. Ramstein, Deutschland. And you see any Kanye style things? Let's see. Let me see if I can find that. Ramstein, Deutschland. But hold on a second here. Let me
Stein. Like Epstein or Epstein?
Stein. It's the same, I guess. I don't know. I
Yeah.
that spelling. So hold on.
Like Blatt, Blatt,
And
or
this father
Green,
there,
Greene.
you to be with the Yankees and had two girls and one son, the oldest son. Had been with him, and he did the Yankees. I can remember that. And my old missus was named Miss M,
What the hell?
and the master was named Mr. Frank Irving. Mr. Frank Irving. Yes, so they treat me nice. They treat me nice as they could treat me. They left after they died.
She said they
Then
treat
I
me
was
nice. They
still
treat
here,
me
and I'm
nice
here
as they
to
could treat me.
And the white folks all
Yeah.
treat me all nice ever since it knew me. They treat me all now. It knows me. They treat me nice. I came up.
Did you hear what she said?
They
She said
treat me like
they treat me nice that knows me. So everybody didn't treat her nice, but she
not
would.
the ones that didn't know her didn't treat her nice.
That's what she said, but she ain't gonna talk about them. She only say nice things about white folks. You see,
And that's controlled opposition all damn day.
this is a house Negro. She's gonna sanitize slavery. So if we didn't have, let's say, 20,000 years from now, all we found is, oh, this little snippet of her. She was an actual slave, way back 3,000 years ago. And we found this little recording of this to see how the horribleness of slavery was. And she said, they treat me nice. They treat me nice.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that
They,
bad.
they'll take that and put it with Kanye and say, Kanye was right. Slavery was a choice.
Right. Well, and he didn't say that, right? I think he didn't
Yeah.
actually say that.
I
But
mean, yeah. We went over it. What? I
yeah,
think we before last. But I'm just saying that for people in the future, if they don't have the context of what's in between, those who will use it to manipulate, which are the same ones now who are using it to manipulate, will
right.
say, "Oh yeah, Kanye was right. It was a choice. See,
See,
they
now
treated them
look.
nice."
See, now listen to
So
this.
so we don't have to pay them reparations, even though it is survivors of Tulsa still alive right now. If you
Oh,
think all of us are anti-Semitic and and therefore that's why you refused Kanye check that he cut to the ADL, stop taking taxpayer money from the US right now, modern state of Israel. But that ain't gonna happen, is it, Mike?
no, heck no, because
Nah,
they call themselves controlling the president. They control the president of the United States. They said the tail wags the dog. That's what they say. That means
like
the small state controls the big state.
or as the word put it, the whore that rides the beast.
Hmm.
Who is the whore and who is the beast?
Wow, that's
The
interesting.
beast is our government. The whore is the one over there perpetrating like they God's chosen people.
Yeah. Yep. So I just wanted everybody to hear that's a house slave mentality. They they're the masters realize that they're going to keep the image that the master wants to be kept. Even the master's gone. She don't have to say this stuff. She ain't in slavery no more.
we got Sambos and we got Sambets.
Right. She's a mammy. She is a mammy.
Oh snap! He broke out the man.
No, but this is our ancestor. See, the way I see it here, these are insults. This woman is our ancestor. She was an ancestor of Black American slave people. She's an enslaved woman. She was actually enslaved, Alice Gaston. So when I speak of her, I speak with respect, and that's the reason why I'm learning. I know she was a victim. She was not doing good, but in her mind, you see what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with these guys too. They're looking at you like, Leroy, if you could put it a nicer way, nobody's going to accept that. Leroy.
Sanitize it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of doing that too. I'm kind of like that. I'm listening to myself too. But what I'm saying is, I feel like the care that we, like a lot of us, took to deliver a message to the white people, so that they could accept us and accept the message, and then maybe we can find and harmonize to a better reality, a better world. I'm saying give that understanding, give that patience, and give that patience and forgiveness to us, to our own group of people, because we the ones are actually have been under the sort of trauma that will confuse us, that will have us, trying to start arguments with each other just so, we can be stupid or whatever. Even these Sambos.
Don't leave out the damn bits.
Yeah.
Don't leave out the Tiffany crosses.
Yeah, that's my point. That's what I'm looking at. That all those things, those folks who they are literally mental victims of white supremacy. They will actually, this stuff here shows how they would let some of them read a little, and then that slave. Yeah, that's what they did.
Hey, they'll read a little, they'll get a piece of paper that master told them, see, you got a degree. You one of the smart ones.
See, look. Confederate. Jefferson Davis was his master. George Johnson.
Well, Mr. Johnson, we're going to.
Let me say something. I'm not going to play
all
all
this. I woke out there. I came out of school and he was pretty dressed. She said, yes, master. So one morning she's out for some dishwater. And she cleaned out the dish pan and she looked around and saw my father down on his knees right on the sidewalk. She told Master Jeff. Master Jeff's son for the boy to come to the shop, come to the house, and asked him to learn him how to write. Yeah, Master Jeff, I learned how to write. Listen to me, little white boy learn how to write.
So this little boy, was illegal to learn how to write, right?
Yep.
And so now this little boy learned how to write. So this is Jefferson Davis. This is the president of the Confederate Army here. This is the man who was supposed to be the Confederate president of the Confederate States of America, who was trying to keep perpetual slavery in the South. This is the man that they're talking about here. This is that Jefferson Davis. Now, she's saying how, this little boy learned how to read, which he should be in trouble. So this is what this guy is talking about. This man, this Jefferson, this ex-slave is talking about this.
We went down here. He did, yes. He didn't pencil. He wrote my name. My father's name right here. He called it Mike. Write my name. He wrote Jeff Davis' name. He wrote Joe Davis. He wrote Joe Davis. He wrote Vicksburg. He wrote Vicksburg. He said, all right, that's good nice for you. And then I went back to the shop. And Master Jeff's son, Richmond Jr., got 2 teachers. He opened a night school. He educated all his niggas.
So Jefferson Davis said he could open a night school to educate all his niggas. He's going to educate his niggas.
He made my father civil engineer. And they made Canadian Montgomery as bookkeeper. And on, they made different ones, farmers, carpenters, sawmills, gins, all like that.
You see this? So he's educating these guys. He's educating his niggas, making them farmers, carpenters, sawmills. Who they gonna work for? they're going to work for Jefferson Davis because they're so grateful to him. Free education for the slaves, exactly. And so these type of educated Negroes think they're better, and they end up trying. They don't want nobody to fight Jefferson Davis, who's the Confederate president. They don't want nobody to take him out. See how nice he's been to us. See how good he's educating us. I can't hear you, Leroy, if you're still there. But yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah. But that's what's happening. That's why I'm just saying this is what we're seeing. But guess what? All of these people are victims of a sick mentality of the white supremacy. And if you sit there fighting them, you
never get to the actual enemy because they don't put these pawns in front of you.
Right, you got to highlight, and I mean they're gonna talk what they're gonna talk. Like that's what I was gonna show you on this Rashad Ritchie show. Let me show you this here.
Like Charles Barkley and go.
So listen here. I put this here. The president of the United States make public comments about Yi, but not about child endangerment or Nazis in the Ukraine. Now we know this Balenciaga thing. I just wanted to show everybody this, and we're about to get out of here. But
hold on. Is that a comment from somebody on his page that you just read, or is that coming from the mouth of Rashad Ritchie?
You talking about this President Biden?
Yeah, what you just.
No, Rashad Ritchie. I read this. I said the president of the United States makes public comments about Yi, but not about child endangerment or Nazis in Ukraine. What a pathetic individual.
yeah, and that is so that's what you said on his page.
Now,
okay.
This is the thing with the Balenciaga. For those who don't know, they got children, they got adults, they got people of the entire world, okay, in their ad campaign. They want people to focus on children in a way of
S&M and bondage.
Some bondage, weird sexual thing. That's what they want. And
but then you know Kanye kind of
tried to real quick. I don't want to show that too much. They show all of this mess, and then they got not just Kanye, but guess who else? All sorts of stars modeling for them. And I'm not gonna show some of this crap that they got going on. But
yeah,
this is just like these people.
You know how you spell Balenciaga, right? Baal. Siaga.
See?
Yeah.
Baal, which is the devil. That's their word. So when free time. Oh yeah, let me look at that thing. Let's look at this here. I want to see what James got going for us. I just want to see what this is. Hold on a second.
Yeah, shout out to the chat. Come on in.
Yeah. I mean, if he ain't got time, it's all good. He drinking his beer and whatever. Let's see. What is this? Ramstein. What is this? What you got us looking at, James? Oh, that's some werewolf stuff.
Looks like another Bloomhouse production. Guess who runs Bloomhouse?
Who's that?
The people we've been talking about, and it ain't us.
Yeah.
Hey, is this the movie Herschel was watching when he said he'd rather be a werewolf instead of a vampire?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of I'm getting Grace Jones and that sort of era film. I'm thinking about the Russian Tsar of when they had that black or even in Germany they had a black I guess some king or czar, something like that way back. So that's kind of what I'm feeling some of that. And then I guess they want to hang around, a few black folks. But I never know. Sometimes you never know where people raised up at. Like if you got black people that's literally raised up all around white people, that's where they feel comfortable. So scary. All right, James, I tried. Hey, skip. He said skip ahead to about 1 minute. Is how they see Germany now. Okay, let me see. Oh, this is German stuff. Okay. Let's look. Let's see. I'm down to learn about some international ideas about what they're doing. I see everybody goes to this point here. About here. Let's see.
They found the suit to go along with their plan. Hey, is that their sister girl Kamala Harris?
Sister.
Huh?
Barack Obama's sister lives in Germany. I think that's
Oh,
probably.
really?
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Let me see this part. And
This
which asen du hast. Asen. Okay, I'm gonna have to learn a little Germany, but that German language looked weird to me.
yeah, it sounds like a little spit.
Huh?
Sounds like
That's all I know. Vaviknugen. So I got
9. No,
Oh, yeah.
not 8, 9, 9.
Yeah. So let me go some more. I'm trying to understand it based on just the imagery, body language, and stuff.
Verlassen, man kann sich lieben und will dich hassen. Überheblich, überlegen, übernehmen, übergeben, überraschen, überfallen. Deutschland über allen. Mein Herz in Flammen.
Okay, so I'm starting to feel Uber means a lot.
Uber Mitch.
Uber, I feel like that means a lot.
It does. Uber Mitch is a translation into English as Superman.
Okay, super. So
super.
Yeah.
Do you know about Operation Paperclip?
Well, I heard about them bringing people over from Germany, Nazis.
Yeah, not particular people, Nazis.
Yeah.
So our government brought them over. So what they tell us, what they're willing to admit to, is the NASA program, to get rocket information, so we can go to the moon that we ain't been back to.
Yeah.
We going to Mars, according to Trump.
So Deutschland must be a place.
I prefer douche land.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to understand it based on just the pictures and whatever.
But
Poster of Kanye reminded me of them a little bit. Oh, this here.
that reminds you of Kanye. Not our government who brought Nazis over here. That you know what? That's very similar to remember when the Ebola broke out and they brought Dr. Wright Bowl and some other guy over here to Atlanta to the CDC, a
Uh-huh.
place where Ebola isn't, even though the CDC holds the patent on Ebola because they can identify 70% of the material in it.
Mm. They're some crap. But let me see something because the thing is this picture, you see, this picture here reminds me of the argument that I had about the slavery was a choice lie or a misquote. You see,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying because they will take a statement that you make. Yeah, I mean, it's actually a nice picture.
Oh
You-
boy.
it is
You sound anti-Semitic, Mike.
right, but I mean, it's kind of a cool picture. But the thing is, now they're trying to equate his name, Ye, with their Nazi negative Nazi symbolism. The spinning cross to the left. You see, they're turning it backwards because
Yeah.
the righteous symbolism of that actually turns toward the right. Yeah. The flag is like Norway. That's interesting too, because what Norway put that up. Yeah. But the thing is, though, that's what I mean. They will take something that you said. Now, if you listen to what he said, he was saying that, according to his belief, which I think is misguided, it's stupid because he could have smartly said that somewhere different and not
Yeah.
said it.
Hold on,
And
Mike. But he said you don't have to become smart by reading.
yeah. But the thing is, people say stuff, but what they do, that's what I'm looking at. Did he never read before? I don't know about that because you can read. Your mom made you read, but maybe he was talking out
His dad too.
right. So, but maybe it was some reason. I mean, whatever. My thing is this. This is the post that I put over there on Rashad Ritchie's show. Now we was talking about how Tyrese, when he had his breakdown, people laughed at him and it became a meme. West has mental breakdowns. Now Hollywood has got to be stressful, and everybody laughed at him, called him crazy. Will Smith watched the world listen to his wife sit here on TV on public broadcast, I should say, tell him that he had an affair with his son's friend. And then they laughed at Will, though.
What now? That an affair entanglement.
Right. And then a chick had the nerve to tell me on that Rashad Ritchie's thing, oh, what she said. Let's look at it. I just want to see this real quick. This is what I'm saying. I'm just trying to, just say certain shit. But let's see. I don't see it no more. Let me see.
Oh.
Anyway, but the point is, they lie. They said, "Oh, it's not that bad. Shut up. You're whining." What they say? You're not. What is this? This fool. Is this it? Yeah, they post these little stupid memes.
Because that's all they got.
Yeah, they kids. They act like kids. Oh, here she is. So what she say? So here it is. I showed this. I showed that Tyrese, the Will Smith thing. And I'm just saying, this is not normal behavior for civilized people. I mean, when people are having public breakdowns, they need decent, real psychotherapy and actual help.
Yeah, they need to be clowned.
Right. And then but see what the dangerous thing about Kanye and probably a lot of different celebrities. Now listen to this chick. Tyrese was lying. Kanye was off his meds. People, and she quote, people didn't laugh at Will. And she added this later. She edited this thing because she just said people didn't laugh at Will. Stop it. And then that's what she said. And then I say, come on, why lie? And then I post this, and then she edited and said, you ashies did. And then, everybody knows this here. They laughed at Will.
Decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement. Entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August. I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, with August, with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, with August, entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement. An entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August. I'm Marquis.
I was like, why lie and say nobody laughed at Will? Come on. I was like, really?
Oh man.
And here she go. Then
Look,
she want to go ahead.
The same August that recently came out as part of the LGBTQ community.
A gay Bob. So what that mean? What that tell me? Because really a real man, and then you see the behavior. Will goes up and slaps this woman, slaps Chris Rock off of something stupid. So
a joke.
And what I'm saying is though,
and he's a comedian,
right? And the thing, what I'm saying though, is I'm saying, guys, you gotta understand that these people are in some stuff that we don't know nothing about. Okay. We think this is what we would do if we was, I would do this, or he's crazy, or that. Like, this is a whole stratosphere of something that they have gotten people up into that is closed off from the mainstream world. We don't even know how to calculate this mess that these people have been put into, probably did, and under so much pressure. And Kanye probably is like one of the rare ones who dumb enough and crazy enough to say, forget it, I'm leaving. Oh, you leaving us? Oh, you gonna leave? All right. So they are publicly just murderizing everything. They got the government talking about him, the IRS putting $75 million holds on his account, Chase telling him to take his money and leave. $120 million he got. $120. Okay, yeah, that's cash. Now that, I mean, seriously, that's rich. I mean, to have 120 million cash or 40 million cash. Do you understand? That's
and the bank call you and say, come pick it up.
And then he's like, and when he said it, because he's bragging on talking about he is a billionaire. But he's like, I only have like 120, 30 million or something like that. I was like, only.
Yeah, like he's saying that like that's $1.40.
Oh, 120 million in the account. Like now, like, bro, really? Okay. And then
that's why I say he controlled opposition.
Then he was controlled. That's my point to you. But there is sometimes the house Negroes can get mad too and leave.
Yeah, they get uppity. Oh, you done got beside yourself.
Right. They get a little bit too abused too. So sometimes and that's why I'm saying that you see stuff. These people are under a lot of pressure. This is some satanic stuff. And then I'll post it like, oh, any star, anybody after this controversy that will still model, who be seen wearing, selling, or doing anything for Balenciaga after this, you are sick. You are just like Epstein to me.
Yeah.
But you're the same. But I mean, no, I can't say if they're black. The only reason why I say I give them a little something, because see, look at this chick, Lolita Vodkova. And look, let's see. Okay, who defended Balenciaga? Let's look at the comments here. Okay, so when I posted this, now you don't know who this chick is, do you? She's the one who created this satanic ad campaign. And so
wow.
I'm not gonna go through everything. I'm just, just real quick. Okay, so this is the chick. Okay, so all this weird stuff, here she go. This is her. That's okay,
So
so
she used to
a
do
thread.
what was Epstein's girl's name?
A thread on who is really behind Balenciaga as the devil in disguise. Lada Volkova. She has been one of the main stylists of Balenciaga since 2014. She's in a relationship with an accused pedophile. We can't only boycott Balenciaga, but also the people behind it. All right, so these are shocking posts from this stylist lady. Sick obsession with torture, Satan, and child mutilation. These pics are beyond shocking. Yeah, they won't show it on this little thing unless you look at it on Twitter. And you know what? I don't even want to see it. I'm sorry, I have seen it. I'm not going to show it on this channel. I'm not going to even show the pictures. The extremely sick. This is one of the less sick ones. But that's sick right there. You dressing up covered in blood and baby bodies in your hand, which is disgusting. So that right there has been. Go ahead.
You heard what Angela Stan King said about Madonna? Have you seen Madonna lately?
No, I haven't seen her. I avoid that weird.
Her face. She what? 70 years old, 60 something, 70 years old. Her face is brand new.
Oh really?
Yeah, Angela put out there. Is that baby skin? No, baby skin.
Now listen to this here. So now we see that, right? This chick is sick. Here's Rashad Ridgie's little page. Now he don't run this here. He don't even be on here hardly. He do not be on this page. So I'm not gonna put anything too much on here. He lets this page just kind of wild out. It's one of a few administrators on here, which is some Democratic Shield chick. But anyway.
Oh no. We got to put it on him. You know why? Because he put it. Hold on. He put it on.
I didn't want to show you this. Hold on. Because this is, I mean, we can get into that, but listen to this here. Who says something? A guy named Keith Charles, the real talk Karen. That's who I am, I guess.
Wow.
And look, Mark Davis, the standard. What did this man say? We don't give one damn about it now. Because I says, we would not have cared about this company a while ago. We don't give one damn about it now. I'm like, okay, well, so I'm like, okay, so corporate sexual grooming of children is something you tolerate? I was like, tolerating this crap is basically endorsement. I'm not surprised by your acceptance of this. So I called him out like, bro, I'm about to put it on documentation. You're going to either say, this is crap, but I still hate you, Michael, but I agree this is crap. But
Oh,
but
now,
what did he say?
now
What did he say? What did he say here? I just want to read this little exchange for us real quick. So he's like, dude, what the hell are you talking about? You must tolerate it because you support your boy Kanye, who was part of this company. Okay, now I don't support this mess. And I'm like, okay, well, if he's not a part of it now, but even if he was, I like Mary J. Blige, but they can't be doing this. Now, this could have been I'm gonna give them an excuse because I don't know. I'm not like that. I'm not gonna say what I don't know, just guessing. I try not to do that. And if I do that, I'm saying this is a guess. I will say this is a guess. But I'm going to give them a certain benefit of the doubt that they wouldn't have signed up with a company that's out here putting penises of babies and dead bodies of babies and all this kind of weird, nasty crap that we don't know, and having their kids dress up as it and them promoting that. So, maybe, but if they keep doing it, they're just like Epstein now to me. Now, like I said, who knows what these people have been involved with to get to their level? Because that buck breaking is real. They do that on plantations. They do something so horrendous to you. They involve you in something so horrendous that you want to just shut up because you're so messed up that you've done that. Yeah. And that I don't think Foreman Mills carries Balenciaga. I think this too here, James, this one picture here, they say is not her, this Lolita, whatever this chick's name is. But that red thing, anyway, I'm not going to show it. But anyway, the bottom line is, this is exposing a world that we knew was there, but there's some confirmation happening, and we're seeing some pieces of it. And I think they're mad. They're so angry at Kanye that they're exposing stuff that they wouldn't have normally did. All the while, was his name Fauci is spilling his guts behind the scenes.
But hey, what the words say? A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Yeah, so it's falling, and that's good. But we just need to, look at it here. Hey, this is gonna be the last thing, and I want you to respond to this. Well, this is a little hold on. It's just a little poem. This is on Instagram.
Down. Oh, Simon didn't say. Y'all look good. Okay, Simon says put your left hand down now. Cross your arms. No.
Simon didn't say cross your arms. You need to make sure you're listening.
Okay, Simon says smile. Show us your teeth. You're only as valuable as you are able. Simon says raise your right hand again. Wave.
Why are you waving? You don't know how to listen? You must not be a good listener at home.
Simon says it's not time for a bathroom break. You go when Simon says.
Eat when Simon says.
Leave this room when Simon says.
There's only one rule. Only do what Simon says.
Simon says only speak when you are told to speak.
Simon says speak to your neighbor now.
Why isn't everyone speaking now? You chose to play this game. Now you're choosing not to play. How dare you ruin it for everyone else?
Hold on. This ain't setting up right. Let me see if I can get this working right. Oh, let's see. I want this to come through pretty good. Hold on a second. Oh, here it is. All right, let's see if this works.
This is still not time for a bathroom break and stop asking. Simon says says you're not listening.
People that don't listen will never be successful. You know what? They don't even care.
They don't.
Just take out a book and shut up. Read. Simon says read.
Simon says it's time to file in the hallways now, one behind the other.
Straight silent line, tight to the right. Simon says if you can't be silent, how will you hear what Simon is telling you to do?
Silence.
I said be silent. Simon said be silent.
Simon said only 20 minutes to eat your lunch and be silent.
Eat faster. Eat faster.
Simon said sit up straight and be still.
Simon says tuck in your uniform. You don't want to tuck in your uniform? Go sit in the corner.
Simon says if you can't handle this classroom, how will you handle your jail cell?
Simon says you will refer to it as Officer Simon from here on.
And Officer Simon says know your place. Officer Simon says show your teeth, boy. You're only as valuable as you are able. Officer Simon says put your hand down. We don't raise hands here. There are no questions here.
Officer Simon says you must not be a good listener at home.
At this rate, you'll not be going back home.
Officer Simon says you will speak only when you are told to speak. Officer Simon says speak to your cellmate now.
Why aren't you speaking now? You chose to play this game, now you're choosing not to play. How dare you ruin it for everyone else? Officer Simon says it's still not time for a bathroom break and stop asking. Officer Simon says you're not listening.
People that don't listen will never be successful.
Officer Simon said it's time to file in the hallways again, one behind the other.
Straight silent line, tight to the right. Officer Simon says if you can't be silent, how will you hear what Officer Simon is telling you to do?
Silence.
I said be silent. Officer Simon said be silent. Fix your uniform. Fix your face when you're talking to me. Clean your bunk, you fucking animal. Sit up straight.
I don't care if I didn't say Officer Simon said. Officer Simon said it. So sit up straight
and be still. Be still. Be still. Officer Simon says if you can't handle your jail cell, how will you handle your casket? The game that Simon says.
Hold on. Now I wanted to start at the beginning, but I didn't know how to do it. So, but I just want to start off. I like the way they started because to me, I want to hear what your reaction is, but just let's go halfway through it real quick because I just want to get to the beginning, show the progression of it.
You know how it goes.
When Simon says do an action, you do an action, but you're only supposed to do an action if Simon says. Ready? Simon says raise your right hand. Simon says put your right hand down. Simon says, raise your left hand. Put your left hand down.
Oh, Simon didn't say. Y'all look good. Okay, Simon says, put your left hand down now. Cross your arms.
No. Simon didn't say cross your arms. You need to make sure you're listening.
Okay, Simon says, smile. Show us your teeth. You're only as valuable as you are able. Simon says, raise your right hand again. Wave.
Why are you waving? You don't know how to listen? You must not be a good listener at home. Simon says it's not time for a bathroom break. You go when Simon says. Eat when Simon says.
Leave this room when Simon says.
There's only one rule. Only do what Simon says.
Simon says only speak when you are told to speak.
Simon says speak to your neighbor now.
Why isn't everyone speaking now? You chose to play this game. Now you're choosing not to play. How dare you ruin it for everyone else?
Simon says it's still not time for a bathroom break and stop asking.
Simon says you're not listening.
People that don't listen.
So what do you think just based on just I thought that was powerful.
Wow. I don't know where to start. I mean, it's definitely creating a mindset to follow.
See?
Do as you are told. Do as Simon says. Don't think for yourself. Do what I say.
Right. Yeah.
So are you gonna think for yourself and not take the jab, or are you gonna do as Simon says and roll up that sleeve?
You must not be a good listener. Now you chose to play this game. Ruin it for everybody else. Go vote. You're gonna ruin it for all of us.
Hey, take the shot, or you're gonna kill grandma.
Take the shot. You must not be a good listener. Take the shot.
You know,
get everybody else killed. If some people won't put on a mask and ruin it for everybody.
That's why we can't get past this. Cause you won't do your part. Do your part. Yeah. You know what? What we just did. What we're saying sounds like a bastardized version of that commercial John Legend was in, where he was trying to tell us, "Hey, this is our shot. Take the shot."
Oh my God! But
Unbelievable.
see, this is the conditioning
Yes.
from the children. Said they kind of get you stay in line, right, tight to the right, and then they
See,
started off
father.
real nice. Started off nice, right? They start off nice. It's, oh, you want to play a game? See, they invite you. You want to play a game? Sure. Simon Says, do as you're told. You know what I'm saying? And so they got you doing that from the childhood. They're preparing you for what? For the workforce. And then, childhood and school. Oh, how you gonna do that? If you can't do this, then how you gonna survive in jail? What? Jail? Shit. Okay. Now, oh shit. Oh, so you're not a good listener. How you gonna survive in jail? How you gonna survive in your casket? What? See,
Wow.
so it's like they're preparing you for their track, their treadmill. It's a treadmill. You must do,
And look, and that's why people still continue to go and get their shot and don't have to be told anymore. Well, we got a new one, and they just roll right in there and roll up their sleeve. Okay, but
I gotta go get me
a
another
lot
shot. I gotta go get me another shot. They don't even look at the video. Oh man, y'all conspiracy theories. You see, they're controlled, and you got you have a whole group of people, but it's not actually that many of them. They're always the minority. These little house mentality Negroes, these guys who think they've got a little extra education, they think they're a little smarter just because somebody gave them a doctorate in what? What you say? Making oatmeal? What was it? Oatmeal man. Oatmeal man. You the oatmeal man on a box of the damn oatmeal. What was the history of the oatmeal man? He was actually a Quaker. He did this. What the? Really? Oh, yeah, we're going to give you a doctorate now. You can run around and call yourself doctor.
Because
no welfare, no food stamps, no weed, no chicken. Man, no chicken.
But hey, you do Simon Says. Here's your doctor.
They don't even care. They don't.
Okay, go ahead.
I said, but they're giving you your doctorate because you do as Simon Says.
See, and that's the point. And also, I forgot I wanted to show this earlier. I wanted to show when we dealing with these people with this Jerry Jones thing too, talking about he excuse for 14-year-old Jerry Jones racist. This 10-year-old in Wisconsin boy charged as an adult in a fatal shooting of his mother over an Amazon order.
Yes.
You heard of that one?
Yes. Yes, man.
Charge him as an adult. If he goes to jail, he's going to go to. He's black. They won't show his face. He's only 10 years old, but he's black. So there you go.
His mom said, "Oh, let me get her out of here." It's horrible, man.
But this also deals with guns. I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. I know people talking about, oh, I'm more responsible. I'm this and this and that. But most of these guns, I mean, they just really end up shooting. They either kill the person who bought the gun or they kill a family member of the person who bought the gun. They're not, I mean, as far as if we take the deaths by guns, I'm willing to see if you have where it's actually protecting them against a actual robbery. Because most of the times those guns, you can't bring it here, you can't bring it there. You can keep it in your house and maybe in your car.
What you talking about in California?
All over the place. A lot of these places, there's a lot of places where you go, even though it can be open carry all over the place, but your jobs, your federal buildings, a lot of these places be like, when you come to work every day, don't bring your gun in here.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm a contractor. I'm in and out of a lot of retail spots. I'm prepared, but the people who actually work there can't be. which is ridiculous. I mean, there are several instances that have happened where I give you one, Family Dollar, I think on Cascade. Well, she protected herself, but she wasn't supposed to have it. A pizza drop, I think it was Papa John's. She protected herself, but she wasn't supposed to have it. But these people I think were fired. Well, why you fire them? They didn't come to work and just file off on one of the customers. It was somebody who came in there to rob them, and
Right.
and there's no guarantee when someone comes in to rob that they won't just decide to shoot.
Right. Especially a girl.
Yeah. So, wow. I
Yeah.
mean,
A lot of times though, that those guns, a lot of these kids get a hold to this stuff. And now people say, well, this is not, but that's their fault and all that. It's true. But a 10-year-old, what was you doing when you was 10 years old? What was going on in the world?
wow. In 1983, Michael Jackson, Thriller.
What was you doing? What was you doing? What was
Being
you
a kid, playing, going outside.
Nah, bro. I'm talking about the way. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't really remember 10.
Climbing trees.
I mean, you were doing that at 11, 12, 13. I'm
Yeah.
talking about 10. But that's my point. Like, 10 years old.
Hey, look, trying not to get caught up in the Atlanta child murders and carrying knives to school.
Right. But yeah, 10 years old. I mean, I don't even.
Get whooped for something I did.
I remember when I was 11 because I got a paper route, but I don't even remember when I was 10. Like, I guess I remember kind of, but
10 is what? 4th grade, right?
I think so. I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing. 4th grade, we had an assignment and we were learning about the states, and we were on Georgia. White teacher, Miss Lapp, Lapp.
Dang.
I said, she said, the question was, well, does Georgia have a coast? And I said, yeah, Savannah. Now, I at that point had never been to Savannah.
Right.
She told me straight up, no, Georgia doesn't. I mean, look, I ain't been to Savannah, but I can see the map.
Right.
Map show, and not only Savannah, Brunswick, Kingsland, Jekyll Island, St. Simon's Island, all these different places. But I got this white teacher telling me, no, Georgia doesn't have a coast.
So she literally just miseducated you. She miseducated.
She tried. She didn't miseducate me. She tried. I mean, I couldn't.
But you apparently you don't know how to listen. How come you making it bad for everyone?
Because I'm not gonna do what Simon says.
See,
I'm not playing the game.
See, that's the thing. That's why you bad Negro. You can't. You're not a field. You're not a house. You can't come in our house. You can't be the house. You don't know how to follow directions. Stay tight to the right. We're not going to give you a doctor because you document roaches that came out of the little bankhead ruins.
Hey, if you're not gonna be a house or a field, then you can't play.
Right. You can't play this game. You chose to play this game. Now you're going to ruin it for everyone. But no, I mean that's just what I put out there. I'm like, God, we got to understand. It's
It's just it ain't chucking.
Yeah, and like I said, this Kanye thing to me, I've been going over it every time because to me it's serious. A lot of people don't know what they see. This is the type of stuff that once the guy dies, once they kill the guy, then like the next generation, like 5 years later, you know, people are like, oh man, you know, he was really telling some stuff there. He was doing this. He was something else. He was just like Tupac. You know, once they killed the guy, oh yeah, Tupac was this, Tupac was that.
Just like Michael Jackson. They
Right.
don't really care about us.
Right. Now you thought, oh, Michael Jackson. But during the time this man was alive, everybody laughed at him. The tricks worked on y'all. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I'm like, y'all, the real enemy, they are so good at making themselves invisible.
Yes.
They really are. Because we can see them and the people just be like, well, no, it's Barkley. I'm like, yes, Barkley, but
But
why
who is
who
put
he
the
performed
battery? Who put the battery in Barkley's back?
right? And who is this man pro? You obviously see this man is Barkley got some kind of issue with rejection of his when he was childhood. The blacks rejected him or some weird stuff that he's talking about. But
Oh
you
no,
know,
I thought he wanted to be the governor of Alabama, and he said we
yeah.
treat gays the worst, and all this. Meanwhile, he kissing Dick Bavetta
See, right? So,
and
but
wearing women's clothes, but we the problem.
right. Yeah, but I mean, it's like that is the state of affairs. They pick the dumbest. They pick the folks who are not who are not all the way there in their mentality. The people who are easily controlled, people who they feel that they can control because they recognize some sort of issue with this person. Now they know
And
that I
food,
can
like
control
steak
this person.
and pizza. So if this is what I got to do to get you to listen, then take a good look.
Look at this trash. Disgusting.
Yeah, and but he'll get on TV and talk about how he lost his friendship with Michael Jordan. Well, bro, you the one who got the All-Star game taken from North Carolina
It's just a weirdo, man.
because North Carolina wanted to protect women and children in bathrooms.
Right.
See, that's one of the problems I really have with these fake ass Negroes. You know what and you know what, we could drop the Negro part, the fake ass men. What happened to the men that said I posted not a cartoon but a skit a while ago that talked about the Titanic going down, and it's women and children first, and the captain said no, it's 2022, they can fend for themselves. But so where are the real men now? I mean, I'm one, and there are some out there who are gonna save the woman, who are gonna save the child before they save themselves.
Right. They laughed at. I mean, and my thing is this here: you got these phony people who are put up here to try to control different members of society, and like I said before, the more of us learn these little tactics and avoid, investing too much energy. These little, investing too much energy into trying to beat up the little crash dummy. Because that's what these guys are. They put these people out there and distract us, and here they go. They got a Fauci knew the lab leak theory had merit, but it come back to him and sought to immediately discredit it. This is the Attorney General for Louisiana. He brought a lawsuit against the Biden administration. Fauci defended lockdowns. The rest of us don't have the ability to determine what's best for ourselves.
Yeah.
So you're fending off Kanye. Yeah. and see. So, it's just like, we just need to. I mean, the more of us, if you got people keep going for this stuff and these little house Negro types, and they keep getting to distract full sums of people, and nobody understands why you gotta look past these people a little bit. Then you gonna just go right for it. And I have one picture where a dog is chasing a little frisbee. Oh no, it's a bird, and it jumps over the cliff, trying to kill that bird.
And then learn the dog can't fly.
Exactly. And even if it got the bird, it's dead too.
It's still not gonna fly.
Exactly.
Oh
So,
man, you know what? This reminds me of a scene from The Matrix, the first one, when the guy says, "I don't care, I want steak." He just want to go back in the Matrix because the real is too much.
yeah, I remember that.
I
That
don't
was
want the real.
like,
To me, the fake.
yeah, because he literally thought that he can go back to sleep, but you
Yeah,
can't once you woke. You can die. I guess that's the way to go back to sleep, but you're pretty much dead. So yeah, Fauci, he had a little 7 hour thing. The coronavirus, it's still here, but guess what? Guess who's dying from it the most?
the vaccinated.
Yeah, that's right. Yep,
And,
more deaths
and
from the vaccine.
Biden admitted that.
Yep, everybody's admitting it now. That's why that this thing is so bad. They're gonna throw Fauci under the bus and let everybody kill him. Or when I say kill him, they're gonna just throw him to the wolves because that's enough meat for y'all. Y'all are just gonna go for the crash dummy. They're gonna give you a little valuable crash dummy. He old anyway, so
Yeah,
he got
yeah,
no.
but you heard what he said. This may be the last time I speak to you from this podium,
Yeah,
meaning he's going to come up someplace else and still have a microphone in front of his face.
yeah. So that's who we need to redirect ourselves to because, like you said, we got to find those individuals. They keep themselves invisible. They keep themselves invisible. You don't even know who these people. A lot of these people are, but Rahm Emanuel's what's the name? Ariel Emanuel or whatever his name is. His brother, Rahm Emanuel's brother, told everybody to drop yay. You got the president of Israel and the president of the United States talking about Kanye and Kyrie Irving. You got
Meanwhile, Biden don't know what room he in and got to be tucked in at 6 p.m. every day.
right. They're so concerned about what's happening over here with black people in the United States.
Yes.
And
So
we don't see.
stop taking our taxpayer money and fend for yourself over there in the Middle East. That's not
Yeah,
the Middle East, which is actually Africa.
right.
Yeah, until y'all built the Suez Canal to separate it.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Well, I'm gonna let you go because
Unbelievable.
I just look at the time too. Boy, you should have been shut us down. It's 2 hours now. It's probably 1 a.m. over there. I gotta go to sleep and hit this job again.
Well, that's real.
All right, big bro. All right, Leroy. Thanks for coming up, and everybody, make sure y'all press the thumbs up. Thanks, James, for coming through the chat, lighting the chat up, and we out.